Mr. Agnew.
Right, thank you, Chairman. I've been told I am allowed to speak, and I think what Mr. Duff has said is very, very interesting, in that in his remarks he said that in the spring he thinks there will be an opportunity to revise and look at treaties, which seems to be quite at odds with what the Prime Minister of Britain said recently at the Tory conference, that there were no treaty revision possibilities coming up on the horizon. Now, it's the associate membership, of course, is a fascinating thing that he has described, and it's the fourth category. Those existing member states who find further integration too much to take. And I wonder who he's thinking about, because it's quite likely he's thinking about the United Kingdom, where this subject of EU membership is very much on the boil. Now, should we take this step in the United Kingdom and go into this new associate membership, there are two critical questions. Will this category be expected to make a financial contribution for the privilege of being an associate member? Secondly, will any rules apply to them, particularly in the areas of foreign policy and immigration? Thank you, Chairman.
On paragraph 7, well, of course, awful lot of questions have to be asked, and they have to be thought about, and they have to be answered. I haven't got all the answers here, and that's why I want a convention, because it's only inside that format of the Commission, the Prime Ministers, the national parliaments, Prime Ministers including Mr. Cameron, indeed, and ourselves, that we can thrash out just what an association would mean. And I certainly, to Mr. Schöpflin, conceive it as including Norway and Switzerland. It will be a distinguished thing. It will not be, in the old parlance, a privileged partnership, which I always found, terminology which I always found to be rather patronising. I think it must not be patronising, it's got to be functional, it's got to be legally watertight, with clear political and economic objectives. But they aren't those of the EU.